folks, Kevin Towers at Canadian Energy East here in Trenton, Ontario. With me today is Randy Anderson, our technical guru from head office. Today we'd like to talk to you about winterization of your batteries. Can be deep cell, cart batteries, whatever have you, seasonal application. Few things to consider when doing this, and Randy's here to tell us about that.
Good, thanks, Kevin. So, as always, I always recommend one of the first things that we do when the battery, if you're pulling it out or leaving it in the vehicle, is that you check terminals, clean corrosion off the terminals, wire brush, corrosion spray, neutralize any corrosion, because that's only going to get worse over the winter. So it's going to eat into your cables, it's going to eat into the terminal. So you want to make sure that stuff is all cleaned up off the terminals, neutralized, and you're going to still have terminals left on the battery come spring or fall, depending on what you're using. So the other thing you want to do is when you put your battery away, you want to make sure that it's fully charged. So the ideal situation is that you put your battery away fully charged and you give it a couple top-ups during the season, maybe every couple months. You've got an automatic charger, throw it on there. You know that battery is going to be in perfect condition as far as state of charge goes come spring. So,
now, Randy, what happens if I have a battery that I have an application over the winter, it's stored, and I can't get to it to charge it over the winter?
Well, that's certainly a challenge, and a lot of people can't do that. So that makes it even more important that you give that battery a full charge. So make sure when you park it for the season or the off season that it is fully charged. So what you want to do is you'll want to measure the voltage with a voltmeter, depending on what you have, or a battery hydrometer, measure specific gravity. Most chargers today are automatic, so they'll turn off when the battery is done charging. So you don't, for the most part, don't have to worry about overcharging the batteries. So you're going to notice that a battery is overcharged if it's really starting to gas a lot. If you smell rotten eggs, sour smell, so it's probably overcharged. But the most important thing is to put it to bed fully charged if you can't get at it. So again, what you want to do is check the electrolyte levels in the battery before you charge it. Make sure that the electrolyte levels are covering the plate. If the plates are exposed, so if there's no electrolyte covering, those sections of the plate will dry out and you'll lose capacity of the battery. So most important thing is before you charge them, make sure the electrolyte is covering the plate. Typically you don't want to add too much, because when the battery is charging, you're gonna get a rise in the level of electrolyte. So only cover the plates before you charge it, and then once you're done charging, you can finish topping it up. Don't overfill it. Keep it below the neck here, the neck that rises up about or goes down about 3/4 of an inch into the battery. Keep the electrolyte level below that, because when you have the battery in service and charge it, if it's too full, you're going to get electrolyte pump out. It's going to get all over your cart or your boat or your RV. So definitely don't want acid pumping out of the battery. So again, electrolyte levels are up and it's fully charged. And if possible, give it a couple charges during the off season. So if you're able to do it, it's okay to bring the battery inside. Fully charged batteries won't freeze till I believe 86 Celsius. So there's really not much fear of your battery freezing outside. So if you have to leave it in the piece of equipment, it's okay as long as the battery is fully charged. So.
Well, that's great, Randy. Thanks for your expertise today, folks. Any questions, you can absolutely reach me at kevin@canadianenergyeast.ca or give us a call at the store, 965-1837.
On the battery. So if you think the battery needs charging, just put enough electrolyte in that the plates are covered, and what you're going to see is a big rise in the electrolyte.